With strong language and themes of rug abuse, you're stuck with me, Lacy Rain, for Slag Race UK, a show powered by more trauma than a brain fracture clinic. On Thursday night, the penultimate episode of Rupaul's Drag Race UK aired like a fart-covered bedsheet being hung out to dry, and viewers were entertained to production's best attempts to not let Cheryl Hole's elimination look as obvious as possible. Following Blue's elimination, the Queenzell debuted a new skill, showing genuine compassion. As the season draws to a close, there's less characters in the workroom than there is in an old school tweet. Last week, Baga claimed to not know the words to the lip sync song, and if I was more cynical, I might believe that it was to ensure that production didn't place her in the bottom two. However, as it turns out, I am. This week she did more backpedaling on that statement than Katie Holmes did on her vows to Tom Cruise. This week's mini challenge was Taylor Swift lyrics because they were felt. The queens had to drag up puppet incarnations of themselves in practices not normally found outside of voodoo. Baga Chip served Vivian the ultimate insult by doing her makeup to look like Baga. Her outfit was like a parrot's nest with 2 eggs, and her puppet impersonation was less Muppet Speaker and more Tracy Beaker. Cheryl Hole did the Baga puppet up to look like Kate Bush on her 10th line of the night. The outfit was less Flint Stones and more Flint Roller, and her commentary on Baga's drag was essentially homeless people, as there were harsh digs. Next up, Davina does Cheryl. In a note to Mufasa, as she dyed in shades of orange, her Essex twang was more accurate than keyhole surgery, and possibly the best thing that Cheryl's done on the show to date. Finally, the Vivian gave aerial crabs. Her eyes bulged more than the Brick Crew's rolled up socks, and her commentary on Davina's makeup has one presenter wondering why everyone hates albinos. For this week's main challenge, Rupaul welcomed the mothers and sisters of the contestants into the workroom for a makeover. First up, Baga Chip's mum Justine came dressed as the broken backhand of... I'm just kidding. In the workroom, Davina's sister Karis revealed that she was pregnant, and Scared a Cat social media following took a nosedive. This episode featured more bonding than a prison dentist, which makes a humorous commentary more difficult to navigate than Catherine Zeta-Jones's nuclear fallout zone that she calls a vagina. In a cruel twist of fate... In a cruel twist of fate, the zip on Cheryl's sister's jumpsuit burst open like a plot of American Horror Story, and viewers could see the last traces of hope leaving Cheryl's eyes like a governed father. Out on the main stage, Rupaul continued to sacrifice infants for the secrets of eternal youth and introduced guest judge Michaela Cole, who thankfully has never been in a girl band. And now it's time for the runway. Let's review what everyone dressed as. Cheryl Hole and Sissy Hole came as a set of teeth and gum disease. The two were essentially toothpaste as they were mostly in sync. Smoking kills. I clearly forgot to write the end of that joke. It's been a long 2 months. The Vivian and the mother came as Mamma Mia characters through the ages. The Vivian dressed herself for the red carpet and her mother for her first day teaching in Hogwarts. The two had more chemistry than the contents of Paris Hilton's purse. Davina de Campo and Delicia de Campo came as the flag of Monaco. The two had more fun on the runway than Paula Dean does watching The Help. Davina's outfit was like Miley Cyrus. Probably better without the bump, but that's why we love her now. Next up, Baga Chips and Sack of Spuds came as Soggy and Cher. The Kardashian storyline worked about as well as I do in my day job when left unsupervised, and it's a sad day when Baga gave better makeup placement to the Vivian puppet than she did her mother. During the critiques, Baga used her mother's age and lack of confidence as an excuse in what became the most uncomfortable 5 minutes of television since Beyoncé had one of the greatest music videos of all time. Backstage, the conversation continued with Baga's mum getting visibly upset. No punchline, this was rougher than fingering with press-ons. The judges wanted to swim in Davina's gene pool as they breast-stroked her ego and gave her her 3rd win of the season. They felt that Cheryl's transformation was a little shallow and that Baga had put her foot in the deep end, resulting in the two ending up in the bottom, but in the end it was sadly Cheryl who was asked to sashay away. Cheryl Hole entered this competition with a narrative that seemed hell-bent on making her whiny and obnoxious, but luckily she managed to twist that around and viewers got to see really how dopey and lovable she is. I think she's probably the best lip sync artist on this season and technically probably beat Baga in that lip sync, but you know, it makes sense as to why she went home at this time. Check out Cheryl's social media for all your Essex showgal needs and possibly information on any Gals Aloud tours coming up. Please. I think a Cheryl show would be absolutely dynamite. I'll put a link to all her socials below, so make sure you check them out. Oh wow, look at the time! I guess that wraps things up for today. Remember, this is for fun. Well, you're fun and me and my mum doing drag together in music halls and not on national television. But anyway, let's keep things positive. What were your favourite moments of the episode and who's gonna win? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. My name's Lacy Rain, you've been watching Slag Race UK. Have a pleasant day and remember to support non-local drag. Because none of them came from Scotland. Good. Bye.